Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Rolls with his first carry. He juked him, and he'll get this up the carry there, and it'll be second down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side, Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production, and that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
Second down following the run. They go again with Rawls. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It's the replacement for Chandler Jones, Chris Long, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Again, here's Blount. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And Blount, week 15, he popped over 1,000 yards for the season.
And how about that? Second time he's done it in his career. The first time was as a rookie in 2010. But don't think for a second he hasn't been doing work in the intervening years at all. He's over 5,000 yards in his career carrying the football.
And with the injuries, Gronk, Deion Lewis injured, he's had to step up.
He stepped up, assumed the load, and I think he enjoys being the guy that they put the ball in his chest 20-plus times in a game. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll run again with Blunt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And Brady will sneak it. Call it a gain of 3. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, they won't get the touchdown, but they'll get the next best thing as they're able to convert on 4th down, and they'll be left with a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Easy.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here come the Seahawks. They won the NFC West, wrapping it up in Week 15. They've won it 4 out of the last 5 years, Charles. And what New England has been able to do has dwarfed everything else. But that's a pretty good run out west, is it not?
It's a fantastic run because, remember, we were talking about the NFC West being the most competitive division in football for about a 3-year stretch there between them and San Francisco. Remember, the Rams played all of them tough. Arizona got involved in the whole deal. So it's a great run by them. And they don't believe that they're finished, not by any stretch of the imagination. They're looking to get one of the home field advantages in the playoffs.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Third down, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 70 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle defense getting set to go. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. Now Blunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Blunt, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come out here in the I. Now a carry for Blunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Brady now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, New England.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll bang that one through. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
23 yards on the play.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on second down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. LeGarrette Blount as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to look deep down the field. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. Pass incomplete. So as the set designers... You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. Now Jones. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Blount, the lone running back.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. The two-time Pro Bowler, Bobby Wagner, coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They'll run it here with Blount. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a third down and 12 now. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw him off and get the first down that way.
but they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
They come out here in the eye. Play clock winding down. On first down, Brady. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few games. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, 46 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And that catch there by Luke Wilson goes for a first down, and he's really developed and come on. Now, remember, Jimmy Graham, who was expected to be the key tight end for Russell Wilson, he was hurt most of 2015. Luke Wilson really jumped his game up.
Here's Rawls. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Rawls. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Wilson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion. Play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old...
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And it's the linebacker, Shea McClellan, with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And quickly they get to the line. Again, it's Lewis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And
now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. They've played excellent. Another stop here, that would just be the icing on the cake.
You definitely want to finish things off the way it's gone throughout the day, and it's gone awfully well for them. They don't want to give up any type of a fluke, any type of a big play here. That'll leave a bad taste in their mouth as they go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Alan Branch coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. To throw is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And it's the linebacker, Shea McClellan, with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Brady going to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K.J. Wright in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third and long, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it brings up fourth down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Lockett the return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.